Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI 100%. I am Circle Master, and we're going to be streaming for a while again as I continue to get everyone to Trip 9s, or to be set up for Trip 9s, I should say. Yeah, Gao needs help. He's not even there yet. Not even at the point where I need to worry about equipping Crusader. That makes him what, 44? Yeah, and I need to... Excuse me. I need to wait for 47 to equip the Crusader Esper. Ironically enough, if Gao had the Cactrot Rage, he could use it against Cactrot for the 1000 damage guarantee of Glowfish. And thereby have a solution to Cactrot. M. Torres says, how goes the grinding? It goes. I've got half the, probably over half the crew set up for Trip 9s, at which point I will be able to continue actually playing the game. Yeah, including Gao, I've got 5 more characters to go. Out of 14, so I guess I'm, well, not counting Go-Go tomorrow, so out of 12. So I'm over halfway there. Unfortunately, I don't trust Gao to fight Hoovers on his own. When he does snare, it usually hits, but it can miss. And I think he only has a 1/3 chance of actually using snare. And he's 1 level away, actually, so that's pretty close. But yeah, 1/3 chance of using snare, not 100% guaranteed to work. And he still takes a ton of damage from physical attacks, and especially Crush. I don't think he can reliably do it without risking a game over. because the only thing he really shrugs off is Sandstorm. A physical attack does over 500 to him, over 1,000 on a crit. Crush does like 2,000 to him. And his end block is not great. So I do not trust Gao to solo Hoovers. Like so. When he just attacks for piddly amount of damage. Alright, that's 47. So it's time to give him Crusader. And he'll be done when he hits level 51. And the next 4 characters actually have an easier time of it. Because they equip at 47, the same as most of these guys. But they only need to level to 50 to be guaranteed the Trip 9s. But we're looking at probably 10 Hoovers. Minus that one is probably 9 Hoovers. Yeah, he'll level up the next Hoover fight. Most of these levels will take 2 Hoovers, some of them will take 3. So I'm guessing 10. Since he has to gain 4 levels. Garyosaurus says, "Dang, got Go-Go already? I'm still catching up on the World of Balance, Circle Master. Did you do the Moogle raid?" I'm not sure what you mean by the Moogle raid. I collected Mog and Umaro already. I looted Narsh. I'm done with Narsh completely. You know, looted the place with Locke. All that good stuff. Have not collected all of his dances yet. And Torres is, how does the air anchor actually terminate enemies? The drill got it, chainsaw you up. Air anchor, never could figure that out as a kid. What the air anchor does is, if it hits, it does damage, and it sets a status effect that basically means after the enemy takes their next turn, they suffer instant death. So it only works on enemies that are vulnerable to instant death. Which by the time you get the air anchor is not very many. And it gives the enemy a turn. But against something like Hoover, which is vulnerable to instant death, and I don't know if there is a mischance for air anchor if the enemy is vulnerable to it. I think it's so far has always hit an enemy that's vulnerable. So it's sort of like casting Condemned on the enemy, question mark. It's a very niche tool. most of the time it will just miss, which is unfortunate. Garyosaurus says, one FAQ I've seen says to get Mog the Moogle charm and then just go grab treasure chests unscathed. I can't really do that for the most part because I do need to collect rages from every area. There have been instances where I've taken Mog into a dungeon, and then once I've gotten all the rages, once I've encountered every formation, then I'll throw the Moogle charm on and just walk to the end. But at this point, Mog is not terribly effective at dealing damage, so he's not super great against bosses. I definitely used him to loot the chests up to the White Dragon in the Fanatics Tower, because I did have to go kill all of the dragons to get Crusader, so I could do this. One of the conditions of this 100% completion is to get quad 9 HP and trip 9 MP on everybody, and that requires some leveling with Bahamut and Crusader optimally. There are other espers that give smaller bonuses to HP and MP growth, but just to minimize the grinding that I have to do with this, I am using the best ones, which meant killing all the dragons. So I have ventured into Kefka's Tower. Oh no, my cell phone. This is super professional. Every time I forget. Garyosaurus, oh wow, how are you dealing with Gogo and Umaro? Can they both hit quad 9 naturally? I don't know, but they can't equip espers, so I can't do anything about it. It is not reasonable for me to try to reset through their HP and MP growth. I don't even know if that's possible. It may be fixed. Let me see if this guide will tell me. The one I'm looking at doesn't tell me, but oh well. Where am I at? Garyosaurus says, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, Cactrot is floating, even though it does not look like it, so Cat Scratch has a higher chance of hitting. Yeah, but its evasion is so high, it's not really worth trying. I don't think. And it really quickly busts out the Blowfish, given my battle speed settings. So it's easier to just bring along Gogo and have him drill it in the face. But if Gao could reasonably kill Hoovers reliably, I wouldn't even bother with Gogo. I'd have Gao solo, I'd just run away from Cactrots. Garyosaurus, are you leveling up Gao now? Yes, I am. Ugh. Sorry about that, to 51. But yeah, if Gao could reliably kill Hoovers, I would just have him solo, forget Gogo, and just run away from Cactrots. But I don't trust Gogo to do that with, a 1/3 chance at Snare that doesn't have a 100% hit rate. And shoulder. And his M block being what it is, which is also not great. Yeah, I'll take the slower but more reliable results by having Go-Go along to split the XP. Let's see, one more Hoover and Gao is done. Gyarasaurus, did you wait until you got all the characters to start leveling them up to avoid averaging jumps? For the most part, through most of World of Ruin, I've had the same party, so they over-leveled compared to the rest of the people. There was some disparities in what levels characters came in at, depending on what order I recruited them in. But once it came time to grind, I wanted to recruit all the characters before this because I didn't want to accidentally have somebody average into the range that I need them to have Crusader equipped. It probably isn't possible, or it probably wasn't possible at the time that I did it, but I wanted to be safe. So I took the time to recruit the last several characters, Go-Go, Realm, Strago, and there was somebody else that I missed. Or that I skipped over, rather. I forget who. But, I think it was Sabin. Sabin actually came really close to hitting 46. I think he was 45. And he needs to start his grind at 46 to hit Trip 9s for MP. So I actually came really close to over-leveling Sabin. Anyway, that'll do it for Gao. Next up is Terra. So let's get everything off of Gao. Gyarasaurus, are you going for Trip 9 MP for all characters you can too? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, actually. I'm grinding their MP at this stage. It's not until level 68 that I start grinding HP with Bahamut. Because that's where the HP growth curve maxes out to get the most benefit from the 50% bonus from Bahamut. So let's see what I can do with Terra. What am I doing? Equip. There we go. Jeez. Now, I have two options. If I do Scimitar, I can reliably proc instant death on Hoover, but can't do anything about Cactrot and just have to run away. If I do Atma Weapon Sniper Sight, I can kill Cactrot, but I'll have to cast Doom at Hoover, which is not great. In terms of its hit rate. Gyarasaurus is hashtag all 14 characters. Board Deathly says, yo, Board Deathly, glad you could join me. I think I'm going to go the Scimitar route just for the consistency against Hoover. Let me see something. Because they can equip, or she can equip Minerva. If Minerva kills Wind, then I don't need to worry about... Yeah, no effect Wind, so I can do... Because I want Offering for the most procs on Scimitar. Age of Shield is 47. Yeah, I think that's the setup that I want. S-Pen asks, which enemy appears more in this desert? Focus on what's best for fighting that one. The problem is Cacturot doesn't give XP, so I need to kill Hoovers to level up. So I've got to fight Hoovers first. Gariosaurus, interesting you went for Ragnarok. I always get the Esper, I think, for the level bonuses. I went for the sword so that I could get Illumina, because I'm going for full inventory as best I can. And there's nothing that I can't get without Ragnarok. You know, without Morph. Paladin Shield's going to teach me Ultima. Terra's going to learn it naturally, actually. The problem with wearing the Cursed Shield is that I need to throw on a ribbon as well. And I'm going for Experience Egg, and because I'm relying on the Scimitar proc, I need to go Offering to maximize that. And then for Espers... Well, you almost have Raiden done. Let's go with that. But yeah, I will have to run away from Cacturot, unfortunately. I mean, I could Vanish Doom it, but that's pretty dumb. Gariosaurus, can you put it on another character who can assist the main person you're grinding? The Cursed Shield, I mean. The problem with that is that XP is split. So if I have two characters in, they each get half the XP that they would normally. Oh my goodness, that was a ton of damage. That sucked. I'm so glad I saved. Alright, Terry's gonna move to the back row immediately. Oh boy. Alright, Raiden's actually done. Don't have Tirado. Let's go with Magic Power and Tritalk. Yeah, this is a big jump in Absorb, so I'm gonna switch over to the Genji Shield since Minerva takes care of the elements. Yeah, I had saved, so thank goodness. Yeah, Cacturot can't do anything. See, that's much better. 175 instead of 1175. And Minerva takes care of the Sandstorm. There we go. But yeah, I'm getting over 15,000 experience per Hoover at this point, and if I brought in a second person, you know, if I brought in Go-Go for support, it would be divided in half, so it would slow down significantly. Man, I'm already at 45 with Terra. And she needs at 47 to throw on Crusader. And she only needs to level up to 50 instead of 51, thanks to her higher MP growth. Yep, so next level should be one Hoover probably. And there we go. So we throw on Crusader. I'm going to throw down a save even though it's only been 2 minutes. And it's actually going to take 2 Hoovers for her first level up, but the others should be just 1. So she's certainly not going to learn Murton right now. Or Deathly, so how max will everyone's stats be by the end? Not terribly. Yeah, I'm gonna have quad 9 HP, trip 9 MP. I will do my best to have optimal stats Espers equipped. But I'm teaching everybody every spell, so the Espers are going to get moved around a lot. But even if you do a low-level game until you get Espers, you cannot max out everyone's stats. You can max out like 1 or maybe 2 stats if you do everything optimally for those stats. So, for example, a lot of the time I've had Sabin with an Esper that gives him +2 magic power because that's what boosts most of his blitzes. For Deathly, also HP MP is all you can get then. It's all I can guarantee. So that's what I'm guaranteeing. Ariosaurus says, fun fact, thanks to localization, Meltdown became Murton in this game. Are you making fun of Ted Woolsey's amazing translation of this game? I say with some but not total sarcasm. He did a good job in some spots. Also, Gariosaurus says, you can grind spell learning on the Veld where XP is not granted after battles, but it's a lot slower. I can grind spell learning here where I get a minimum of 5 and up to 10 magic points per battle. and it's amazing. Oh, we already hit 50. Okay. I didn't even notice it went that quickly. S. Penn says, I understand Meltdown didn't fit in 6 characters, but what the hell is a Murton? It sounds like a really nerdy boy's name like Poindexter. I would have gone with Nuke or Atomic. Spells... Oh, I gotta take out for stuff. I think Murton was a case where they didn't know it was supposed to be Meltdown, where it was probably something katakana that was hard to translate correctly. Anyway, next up is Celeste, who's going to have an identical loadout. Whoops, not Genji Glove. Offering. Actually, we're gonna do Phoenix for now. Yeah. Gariosaurus says, Ted Woolsey, you can't not talk about him. They should have named the spell Meltdown, MLTDWN. I wouldn't be surprised if Ted Woolsey didn't know what he was dealing with. Yes, I'm in the TW hater camp. Not sorry. You should be. You should be sorry, Gariosaurus. Crossman Olivares says, sup, how's the stuff going? There is progress. Which characters are you on the list? I've got Celeste, Realm, and Mog to go. And that's it for this grind. Gariosaurus says, absolutely not. I'm not wrong either. I don't know, you're asking a lot of one man in a limited time frame to translate an entire JRPG. Oh my goodness. Bad things are happening. Because I didn't put it in the back row, that's why, jeez. There we go. But I had saved, so that's something. Alright, one level to go. And then we throw on Crusader. Whoops, that's a Cacturot. I'm just mashing. Oh my goodness, she's actually hitting it. Oh my goodness, she actually killed it. Gariosaurus, did you change the window style to Mystery of the Desert for World of Ruin? Or as I call it, Bicanel? I changed it because Crossman Olivares requested it, and I didn't care. You know, somebody had an opinion, so I thought, sure, I can satisfy this opinion. Let's see if we can get another kill. still gonna run away. I don't want to take 1,000 damage for no reason. Alright, it is time for Crusader. And once again, she's only going to 50. So this should be a piece of cake. Gee, I could have had Terra fighting Cacturots. Who knew? I thought they had a high evade. Like, wow, that one only had 4 hit points? I thought they fixed at 10. Jeez. So many surprises right now. I don't get it. But I need Hoovers to level up still. There we go. Torres asks, what are the odds of getting insta-kill with the Scimitar? Like 1 in 8? I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 4. It's 25%. Did you need 2 Hoovers? Oh yeah, you're almost there. Let me just double check you got Crusader. Okay. I'm being paranoid. And that puts her at 49, I believe. Yep, 1 level to go. I thought for sure these Cacturots had 10 HP though. I don't get it. Alright, we're done with Celeste. Next up is Realm. Let's take all the stuff off. I doubt that Realm is going to have an option here. Well, let's see if she can equip Minerva. The answer to that is no. There's no effect poison. Not even something she can equip. Okay, Realm, I think you're in trouble. I think I need to go for defense instead of M block, because yeah, there's nothing she can do here. Alright, your job is going to be to not die. What have you got for Espers? I don't think you have anything. Well, Varus says you can equip Cat Hood. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Cat Hood, which I don't have yet. And Force Shield for 75% reduction to wind, I think. Yeah, but she'll get like one shot in physical damage. I'm gonna see what I can do with control. It's time for experimentation, because if I can control Cactrot to kill it with Glowfish, and either do something to Hoover, or get Vanish Doom. What is that gonna be? It's gonna be Crush. Alright, that's just damage. Whoops, that was hitting both. Nice. Realm killed herself. War definitely says, is the control rate 100%? I doubt it. Fortunately, I saved just before this. This might work out. Maybe, maybe. Possibly not. I just need to do this until I can learn Doom, basically. Vanish Doom. At which point I can just do that. Yeah, let's see what Sandstorm's gonna do to this thing. Nothing. Alright, so Crush. Gariosaurus, don't you lose half your GP when you die? I don't think so. Also, if I do, I don't really care. Alright, so I can kill it with 2 crushes. Yeah, I don't think I lost half my GP. I've still got almost 30 grand. Or excuse me, 3 million. I can read. You don't have any curing magic yet. Whoops. Fat stack of potions to the rescue. Did she go from 37 to 40? Wow. Okay, we're gonna save. Olvar says it's immune to wind. Gyarasaurus, for some reason, the Sandstorm Mist Realm. In Mist Realm because she's got some M block, but she's also wearing, I think it was a Thunder Shield. So she's immune to wind. Or Deathly says he could buy a reactor. Pretty sure an actual nuclear reactor is more than $3 million. Although if I had 3 million ounces of gold, that'd be closer to $3 billion, except I would flood the gold market and devalue it so horribly that I couldn't actually do that. Or couldn't actually get $3 billion from it. Yeah, unless I see some Cactrots, I'm not going to learn any spells at this rate. I wonder what the exchange rate is from FF6 GP to US dollars, says S-Pen Lou. I don't know, in D&D they specify that a gold coin, you know, 1 gold piece, is 1/3 of an ounce. So 3 GP in D&D is 1 ounce of gold. And you can calculate from there how much real money, you know, a mug of ale costs. And there's some crazy hyperinflation going on there. Oh, Control Mist. It is not 100%, or it is subject to evasion. Hoover doesn't have great evasion, but things can miss him. Having said that, I've now missed 2 out of 3, and I'm 1 crush away from death. S-Pen says, I imagine the GP has a very low inflation rate given the price doesn't change. Gyarasaur says the fake mustache raises the chance of it working. The fake mustache is what changes sketch to control. And I've already got it equipped. I'd like to fight some Cactrots. I want her to learn Vanish Doom, because that would make this easier. Or just Doom. Now this should be a piece of cake. Because Blowfish. Something raises the chance the something crown. I don't know. Like I said, it seems like control is only subject to evasion. It's not a % chance of working. Olivar says the Hypno Crown raises the control chance. I don't know what that's called in this translation. Oh no, it survived. Okay, I didn't get crushed. You still not know Doom yet? 70%. Garyosaurus is pretty sure it's just Hypno Crown. Well, I haven't seen it then. Oh, Coronet! I have the Coronet. How badly would that hurt my defense? Not very badly. Also increase my speed. Let's go for it. Let's save. Just in case something goes terribly awry. Really? Why is this all of a sudden taking 3 instead of 2? There's Doom and a level 45. Whoops. Yeah, the control menu kind of messes up the memory cursor setting. I think I'm better off sticking with Crush because I'm not getting attacked while the thing's controlled. Oh, come on. Alright, what are we at now? 46. We're one level away from the grind starting. Gyarasaurus says, this is risky. If I'm remembering correctly, Crush can be a critical attack. It would definitely take out a character with low defense at the stage, even if they're in the back row. I have yet to see Crush crit. Yeah, I've been doing lots of saving with Realm. But Board Deathly says, well, a game over ain't no thing really, and that's true, in as much as when I game over, I still retain any XP that I've gained. Come on. Did I just get lucky with damage rolls the first 4 Hoovers that I killed? Oh, jeez. I guess that's one way to deny me the XP. I'm only 46 still, right? Right. Crossman Olafara says, get sneezed. I don't want to get sneezed. I want to kill it. I want it to get crushed. There we go. I didn't gain a level from that. I'm not off by much. Yeah, after Realm is Mog, and then I'll be done with this portion of the grind anyway. I'll actually be able to play for realsies again. Alright, that's the level. Let's cure up. And it's Crusader time. And it's drop a save time. 4 Hoovers. 4 Hoover kills is what I need now. Let's try a good old... No! Darn it! I mashed too hard. Well, that'll work for Crush anyway. Won't help me against Sneeze, though. I should stay transparent for that, yeah. So Crush won't be a problem, I can just Vanish Doom from here on out. Or I could Control. I guess it doesn't matter which I do. Gariosaurus says, Ted Woolsey gave us Ant Dot and Berserk, but not Miltdoom. Oy vey. So we're 49. 1 level away. I think there'll be 2 fights for that, though. I could have checked while I was in the menu, but I didn't. I just did the worst possible thing. Well, I'm dead. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll sneeze me away. Can I run? Oh, I do have the option to run while Berserk. I made it. Jeez. Me and menus just don't seem to get along. Espen says, I gotta ask why. Because I'm not paying complete attention, because when I gain a spell, it alters the magic menu. Any number of reasons. Gariosaurus says, I don't even understand why Antidote is a spell. I don't think any other status effect has a spell specifically to cure just it. Imp. Oh, I guess that also, causes Imp. Alright, I'm gonna vanish myself so that I don't get crushed. Like so. Maybe a holdover from Final Fantasy V like Go-Go. Or Deathly says, I think it's because poison is a fantasy mainstay, so they can throw it at you early. Yeah, I think it's because they wanted early enemies to be able to deal poison, or inflict poison, but not give you a spell that cures every status effect. So they gave you a spell just to cure poison. Yeah, Board Deathly has it right. So they can throw it at you early, but not give you the cure-all just yet. Right, level 50. Done with Realm. Let's get on the airship. Ugh. Alright, Mog. It's just you now. Let's see what you can equip. You can equip nothing that inflicts instant death. Wow, and your armor options are garbage too. Is that really the best armor you can equip? Wow. Alright, so Gogo's coming along for this ride. Olivaris' Mog has a dance that uses instant death. At what rate, though? Something garbage, probably. Let's just bring Gogo along for the ride. Save myself a lot of hassle. Gariosaurus says, does either Terra or Celeste come with Antidote already learned, or do they ever learn it naturally, though? Terra learns it naturally at a very early level. If you kill off Bix and Wedge, she will learn it before she is done with Welk. Like, she will learn it just in the XP gained from the fixed battles. Like, the latest I've ever had her learn her Antidote naturally was during Mount Colts, which is when the first poison enemies really start appearing. Trillium or whatever. Do you has any magic? Not really. Gariosaurus' Mog's greatest strength is as an Imp Dragoon. Olivaris says Desert Aria has a 6 in 16 chance of using Antlion. That's not a very good chance. Also, I just learned that. Gariosaurus says, wow, a 37.5% chance of using it if he doesn't stumble. And then Doge. Mog will not stumble if he uses the dance that matches the terrain that he's in. So I'm in the desert, he will always successfully do the desert dance. But yeah, it's the 6 out of 16 chance of using it that will screw him over. Also, I really want Mog to learn Life 3, since he's going up Fanatic's Tower. Oh look, Sandstorm, a thing that Hoover's immune to. Wait, he's not immune, he just took damage from it. Why did it not work when Realm used control? This makes no sense. Olivar says Mog's version ignores magic defense. Gariosaurus says, see, control is weird, Circle Master. I think Realm can't control the targeting on some of the attacks she gains access to with that fake stash. Well, that worked, finally. Oh yeah, it's gonna be longer for Mog to level up because he's not alone. Gariosaurus says, even if it looks like the Mickey Mouse hand, Cursor comes up and lets you pick an enemy. Is going to do one, or is it actually going to kill it? It only did one. Level 40. How are you doing on Life 3 there? You're almost there. You'll get it before you hit 47, that's for sure. you not? There we go. Jeez. Worrying about the air anchor at that point. That should be 41, yep. Tragically, it will be some time before it's time to switch over to Crusader. Garyosaurus, what even is an air anchor? It's an anchor for an airship? I don't know. Oh yeah, I think today, like I said, I don't know if I'll be doing an evening stream today or not. It's up in the air. I may have things going on in actual real life. But at some point today, I'm going to investigate the Streamlabs thing. And see how that works, if that's something I want to try. So next time you tune in, there may be overlay stuff going on, and it'll look like more typical Twitch streamer nonsense. Garyosaurus is hashtag actual real life. Yeah, pretty much. I don't have much of an actual real life as I sit here recovering from surgery, trapped in my house, unable to drive, unable to do much at all. Where are we at? 42, and you need to be cured. Where are we at with life? 3. You got it. Okay. New Esper time. Mag power. Garyosaurus says there is a discolored vertical stripe mid-screen. Is that the equipment or the TV? I don't see a discolored stripe. Or Deathly also says I don't see it. I think it's just you, Garyosaurus. Garyosaurus says it's subtle, you can see it in the desert and battle screens. Oh, I think I see what you're talking about. Get more in desert. I don't know, I never noticed that before. Like, I don't see it on here. Let me go to a monocolor. No, I want... I'm trying to change the color. Stop doing that. What could possibly still be white in this setup now? Right, though. Yeah, I don't see any sign of the stripe. So, it might just be the palette, I don't know. But I'm seeing it on my TV, as well as in the stream. So I think it's something with the game, or it might be my HD converter box, my upscaler thing. You see it above GoGo's level 61. Alright, let's go back. This isn't the right one. But yeah, I'm seeing it on my physical TV, so it's either the game or the RCA to HDMI converter box that I'm using to plug this into my capture card. Maybe connections are loose. I don't know why that would cause this magic tiny issue. Ow. Alright, converter box fully plugged in. And it's still there. So, yeah, I think it's just an artifact of the upscaling. Not air anchored. I can't tell OBS to catch from a mouse cursor, I'd point at it. But Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blame the upscaling. So, you just have to live with it. Sorry. Otherwise, I can't even do this because I can't plug it into my Elgato. Did you not do air anchor? There we go. Elgato is the capture card that I'm using. I should say it's the brand of capture card I'm using. It's an Elgato HD60S, I believe. I don't know if I still have the box for it to look. I don't think I still have the box. There it sort of says Elgato like in Chrono Trigger, except it's all one word. Yeah, that's the capture card I'm using. I've got my Super Nintendo plugged into an like I said, an RCA to HDMI converter, and that's plugged into the Elgato, which is feeding into OBS, and also to my TV, so I can just look at my TV and play. Because if I tried to play looking at OBS, the input lag would be amazing. Because it's like good half second behind the TV display. Gariosaurus says, I love that you're using the SNES instead of one of the 5 million other systems that Squeenix has endlessly ported the game to. This is FF6, the real deal that we all played in '94. Yep, this is actually the only version of this game that I own. I only have my original Final Fantasy III 1.0 card. I do not have the PlayStation version, the Anthology or whatever it was called. I don't have the PC release. I don't have the iOS port that were all garbage. With the stupid, chibi, whatever graphics. I bought this game once, and I've not needed to buy it again, thank goodness. I also don't have the advanced version for Game Boy. Which would require me to have, what, that plus a GameCube and a GBA player? Something? To be able to plug it into the capture card? Gariosaurus says, you mentioned on an earlier stream that Sketch is glitchy. You must have the first version of the card that contained an error. Yes. This is a 1.0 card. It has the Sketch glitch, it has the M-Block glitch. It's got, what else? The airship glitch, it's got the walk through the guy in South Figaro, whatever it's called, Kutan glitch. Gariosaurus says, The advanced version is really, really good. I use my GBA player on my GameCube to play it on my TV instead of going blind trying to look at a tiny screen. S-Pen says the ports aren't different enough to warrant a repurchase. FF4DS maybe, not FF6 Advance. Garyosaurus asks, what's the airship glitch? It's something that I plan to show off later. I have a save file set up for it. But basically, you can use the fact that the floating continent, you can go straight from the floating continent to the airship and then back to floating continent without touching the overworld to do a weird death warp and bring the airship to someplace you shouldn't have it. And you can do all kinds of weird things with it, and I'm going to show off one of them. So, spoiler alert. And then Garyosaurus said something that I won't repeat because this is family friendly. In as much as it can be. Alright, Mog's one level away. Did he need healing? No. And when I say one level away, I mean one level away from being able to equip Crusader and grind. Garyosaurus says, hey, I didn't curse. But you did take Ted Woolsey's name in vain, so I won't repeat it. That's like one of the commandments or something. I don't understand the hate for Ted Woolsey's translation of 6. There's a lot of things that are not accurate, I mean, obviously. And there's some things that are wrong, but they're in a goofy way. And I don't mind a goofy translation. I mind a bad translation, like a cringeworthy translation. Like the first official translation of Final Fantasy V. With Princess Salsa. That is an offense. That is something worth hating. This, especially when you think about what he had to do with the opera, what he had to do with the tombstones in Daryl's tomb, for, you know, the play on words that doesn't translate at all into English, so he came up with a brand new one that also has a double meaning to it. He did some good things. There are some shining moments in this translation, and there's nothing that's, like, offensive the way that Princess Salsa is offensive. I'm still 46. I need to get to 47. What the heck? Garyosaurus says, I'm not offended by Princess Salsa, thus proving that he is a broken man. And I pity him. I'm assuming with a name like Garyosaurus that this is a guy. So, if you're not, I apologize. But I don't apologize for calling you a broken individual, because clearly you are that. Olivares says Castlevania Symphony of the Night Spanish translation is so awful you will never hear about it. It's hard for English speakers to get offended by other foreign language translations. Unless when you translate it back into English, it becomes hilarious and can become a meme. Garyosaurus says, at least the version of FF5's localization doesn't call Bart's butts, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in Fancraft. Or Fancruft, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, it's a fan translation. There's gonna be dumb things in it. What's the, what was the fan hack of this? Brave New World or something that absolutely butchered all the dialogue and story and everything? It never fell to that level. And I mean, there was no localization otherwise for a long time. Olivar says they eliminate 45% of the text in game and scenes. I'm assuming he's talking about Castlevania Symphony of the Night Spanish version. Garyosaurus says Sarisa to Salsa and then OT. I don't know what that means. It's a localization that makes a kind of erroneous sense. No, it's a localization that's racist, that assumes that every R in Japanese is an L sound in English. That's racist. I said it. Square Enix is racist. This Japanese company is racist against Japanese people. Or at least localizers were the official release. Alright, 47. Throw in Crusader. Let's heal. Let's save, finally. Oh my goodness, this was like half an hour. Although part of that was messing with Windows settings. Gulf City Gaming says, I jumped in at a weird moment. Are you farming for cactars? I'm actually farming for hoovers, but the cactrots are a nice bonus for magic learning. I'm grinding Crusader Esper to guarantee everybody hits trip 9s and MP. We're at that point in level curves where it is appropriate to do this. Well, City Gaming, or is that only the GBA version? This looks like SNES, I can't remember. There is no Cactar Esper in the SNES version. That was Game Boy Advance only. Yeah, I'm just trying to level up in a consistent way with as few characters as possible. Garyosaurus says, Holy to Pearl WTF. That was actually a censorship issue that is not on Ted Woolsey. They censored out everything religious, including Holy, Leap of Faith, because that was censorship. You can't... What in the world is that? That was dumb. Is that a desert otter? Anyway. Garyosaurus is now blaming Ted Woolsey for Nintendo of America's censorship, which is completely unjustified. Gull City Gaming. I got it. I usually farm levels in the Dino Forest, but the super method looks solid. I cannot defeat dinos reliably with solo characters or 2 characters. I'm not that OP yet. Gulf City Gaming says, for real, Pearl, what a crock, Holy is a canon staple. Not until 7. Nintendo of America, all the way up through 6, from the very beginning through 6, censored out Holy. It censored out, what was it? Jeez. All alcohol. It censored out any kind of religious references. Or I should say Christian religious references. Judeo-Christian references. I don't know. But to say that that's Ted Woolsey's fault because he had to translate it to something and couldn't translate it accurately is completely erroneous. Garyosaurus says that's not true about Holy. FF4 keeps Holy. No, it doesn't. In Final Fantasy IV, in Super Nintendo's original release, it was called White. It was not called Holy. FF4 also famously changed praying to wishing in the finale, you know, in the cutscene leading up to the final battle, where everybody goes to the Tower of Wishes to wish for things. Gulf City Gaming. They censored anything polarizing, but I could swear Holy was in FF5. I can't remember that either. FF5 was fan-translated until the PlayStation era. It didn't get an official translation until PlayStation, which meant Nintendo of America wasn't censoring things because it had nothing to do with Nintendo. So, FF5 is thrown out. That's not Nintendo's... Nintendo was not involved in any translation of FF5 until maybe the advanced version, at which point they'd gotten their heads out of their asses. How did this whole half-hour, 45-minute segment become translation talk? How is that a kitty? Right, Mog's level 50, I'm done. The grind is over for now. Oi. Yes, we're changing party members. Olvar says the RNG changed the topic for you. Right, anyway, next time, I'm gonna have to remember to equip these people. Next time, I'll go back to Fanatic's Tower, finish clearing that out, get the gem box, and then it will be Doma Castle and Cyan's Dream. Garyosaurus says, fun fact, the enemy Cherry in Kefka's Tower is actually called Virginity in the original Japanese. I do have to hand that one to Ted Woolsey. GG. Alright, so you're not entirely without hope, Garyosaurus. Anyway, as I said before, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tonight. If I am, then Fanatic's Tower, Doma Castle tonight. Otherwise, that'll be tomorrow. And I'm going to investigate Streamlabs, so the next time you tune in, there may be weird Twitch overlays that I'm going to apologize in advance for. In any case, I hope to see you whenever the next time is, and until then, take care.